My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion. Get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me. Cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. To throw quickly, here's Mariota. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Mariota to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time to Tony Pollard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Mariota. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Packers at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
They are such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They go play action. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Mariota. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 27, Mariota. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. 6-0 our score after 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Rodgers going to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 19-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll go with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Mariota now. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Pollard going to try the right side. Down inside the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that'll keep this a 1-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On play action, Rodgers. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers on the move to his left. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. The tight end in motion right. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a shotgun handoff and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Off the play fake, Mariota out to his left. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On second and a long way to go. Mariota steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
4 yards for the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Play fake. Mariota. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Mariota. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Mariota being chased out left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On play action, Mariota. Throwing for his linebacker, and he's got him complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Complete. It's Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. To throw, Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Mariota. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on second down. Mariota dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. An inside give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll go again to Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Mariota now from the 50. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota to throw it. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., 38 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 3-score game late. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 18. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day. try and prepare going forward.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Packers, they climb back to 500 now at 3-3.